Thinking of coloring your curls, or maybe you've already taken the plunge and wondering, how do I keep my curls healthy? I just got subtle highlights in my hair, and as a curly hair stylist, I know the number one fear. Will this ruin my curls? Spoiler, it doesn't have to. Today, I break down the exact steps for maintaining color treated hair. From shampoo to styling, so you can enjoy your color and your curls. Okay, imagine this is your hair. When you color, your hair gets holes so that the color can deposit in those holes. And this makes your hair very thirsty and very dry easily. Even if you go for ammonia free or bleach free curls, color changes everything. It changes how your hair absorbs moisture and holds it. Low porosity hair like mine, it can actually respond better after coloring. Products absorb more easily, but it can also mean that your hair can get dry faster without the right care. First rule, always use a color safe shampoo. Using harsh regular products with SLS can strip your color out. Like it can go out in 2 washes. It can fade really fast with harsh shampoos. If you don't want to wash out your color in 2 washes, then use color safe shampoos. You don't need to shampoo like 2-3 times a week, okay? Please. You can just 1 or twice a week is plenty. Condition your hair on soaking wet hair. There are some bloggers who say, okay, you have to remove all the water and then apply your conditioner. Don't do that. Conditioners need water to activate. So use a little conditioner with lots of water. If you have hard water, get a filter. If you cannot get a filter, then pour bottled water in your hair before you apply your conditioner. For styling, use oils strategically, not hot oil treatments. Applying a lot of oil and then shampooing it out is only going to fade your color. Instead, add a few drops of, say, jojoba oil or argan oil, depends on how thick or fine your hair is. Use light oils in your styling routine right before you apply your gel or cream. If you're using a soft hold cream, like I recently reviewed the Curlco cream and I used it alone. But if you're someone who loves using hair creams after hair color, that may not stay in your hair. So you want to layer more products. For example, you can layer cream, mousse, and gel, or just cream and gel. If your hair is fine, keep it light. You can use a little bit of cream and a mousse. On refresh days, just avoid heavy reapplication of products. Just a touch of gel on your palms, put some water in, smooth it over. That's it. Like what I did today is I just applied 2 drops of oil and praying hands, and this is my second day hair refreshed. Masks are now non-negotiable. Think of them like the rent you pay for keeping your colored hair healthy. There are so many masks. There are protein masks, there are bond repair masks, there are deep conditioners. All have different formulae, they all have different ingredients. You really have to be strategic about what kind of mask you use for your hair type. For example, if you went lighter and got your hair bleached, even if you are getting those blue colors and red colors in your hair that require bleach before using the color, you have bleached hair. Then bond repair mask weekly become mandatory. Think Olaplex, K18, those kind of things. No shortcuts. You can always alternate between protein mask 1 week, moisture mask the other week, bond repair the 3rd week. You can do that so that your hair doesn't become like stiff or limp by using any one of these too much. Satin or silk pillowcase or satin bonnet like, this is mine. You can get this in India only from honestlist.com. These reduce friction when you sleep and it maintains your hair, like it stays moisturized. Your hair doesn't become frizzy in the morning and dry because of exposure to the environment. Most stylists will tell you to trim every 10 to 12 weeks. So that's about 3 to 4 months. If you have color treated hair and bleached hair, that's true. But if you have healthy hair, once a year is fine. But you want to keep those appointments to remove those wispy ends so that they don't split. Avoid heat tools unless absolutely necessary. I see this all the time with my clients. They go and get their hair colored, and in the same appointment they blow dry their hair also. Like, come on, your hair just went through so much with the color, and then you put heat over it. You know how hard that's going to be to revive your curls back. It's going to take longer than if you didn't do that. So if you have to use heat, use heat protection and come back to your bond repair mask to get back your curls. And if you have to diffuse with heat, use low heat setting on your diffuser. Me, I like to diffuse from a distance with my satin diffusing cap. If you want this, I will link this in the description. You can get it. They ship worldwide, and if you're in India, you can get it from my store. I have imported this from. This is made in Brazil. Now, colored curls don't have to be damaged curls. With the right products and care, your color can actually look so good all year long. Your color can also enhance your texture instead of fighting it. Drop a comment if you've colored your curls before. Did you notice your hair become easier or harder to maintain? And if you're ready for some serious curl care, then download my curly hair products guide from honestlist.com. It has all my favorite recommendations, including color safe options. Subscribe if you found this helpful, and I'll see you in the next video.
Sounds like so much.
Yeah, but see, you have the bottom layer, right? So it can never go shorter than that. So
Wow.